Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. After the killing of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the soldiers came forward to loot his belongings from his body. They humiliated and mutilated his body like animals. They were indeed behaving worse than animals. That evening the sky was red like blood. It was the hardest night for the family of Imam Hussein alayhi salam in the emptiness of the desert. They faced the darkness and women and the children and looted whatever was in the tents. When they were done, they set the remaining tents on fire. The soldiers took their robes, rings and earrings.
It is important to note that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has prohibited his followers to loot the property or women after any battle. Yazid, being a wicked person, ignored this present. Grabbing the cloaks of the women of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's family was symbolic, as these cloaks were later returned to the women of Kahraba upon their release, which tells us that these were not snatched as prized possessions. The snatching away of the cloaks was meant to snatch away the honor given to the Prophet and his family by Allah, as mentioned in the Quran. The women and children spent the night under the open sky amidst the bodies of their beloved burnt tents.
The enemies captured and chained Imam Ali Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, the last servant son of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, who fell severely ill in Karbala and could barely move. Umar bin Sa'ad ordered the burial of his soldiers and left the bodies of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his followers to be trampled by horses. Another horrific act that was forbidden in Islam. The next afternoon, all the women were tied in ropes and put on the backs of camels. The heads of the companions and family of Imam Hussein alayhi salam were raised on spears, and together the caravan left for Kufa. As the women crossed, the bodies of the beloved Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam yelled, "O Muhammad!"
This is Hussein stoned by catapults mixed with blood and sand. His body parts were cut off. "O Muhammad, your children are taken captives and your descendants are killed." Then she put her hand under the body of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and said, "O Allah, accept this sacrifice from us." As the caravan moved forward, people flocked to see the prisoners. Imam Ali Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam addressed the crowd, "Praise and thanks to Allah. Bless the Prophet. O people, whoever knows me, and whoever does not know me, does not know me."
Imam Ali, son of Hussein, son of Ali, son of Abi Talib. I am the son of one of those women who were taken captives. I am the son of one whose wealth was looted. I am the son of the one whose honor was humiliated. I am the son of one who was killed at the Euphrates, and that is a great honor for us. O people, I ask you by God, do you know that you wrote to my father and deceived him? That you gave him a promise and broke it? That you fought against him?
By what eyes can you look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam when he tells you that you have killed my family and humiliated my honor? You are not my nation. At every stop, Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam and the surviving family of Imam Hussein alayhi salam gave bold speeches. They addressed the public with courage and informed them the events of Karbala. Many of the people in the crowd did not know who they were, and Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam made sure that the message of Karbala was broadcasted.
As people began to learn about the events of Karbala, there were many skirmishes amongst the crowd and the soldiers along the way, taken through different cries to be presented to Dankasses in front of Yazid. The prisoners and the heads of the fallen martyrs were brought to Yazid in a very lavish ceremony. as the head of Imam Hussein alayhi salam was presented to Yazid. He was amused and said,
"So how I wish my ancestors were alive today to see how I've avenged the battles of Badr and Uhud." The significance is that Yazid had killed Imam Hussein alayhi salam for vengeance. The pain and suffering show that Yazid was not able to break the spirit of the children of Sayyidah Fatima alayhi salam. Yazid died as useless as he had lived 3 years after the events of Karbala. The supposed victors of the battle of Karbala disappeared without a trace of history.
Whereas a small piece of desert that Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his companions were killed on has become a glorious tomb, where 1 million flock each year to pay their respect to the man who did not blow to an impressor. The martyrdom of Imam Hussein alayhi salam is observed solemnly all over the world by his followers. We stand up and pay homage to our beloved Imam and say, لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.